It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. Take a look in the 5 and 10,
glistening once again,
with candy canes and silver lanes aglow. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, toys in every store. But the prettiest sight to see is the holly that will be on your own front door.
I think the cold obviously makes a massive difference. I mean, we've obviously had snow last night, and the first thing I thought of this morning when I woke up, and I'm sure it's the same for everybody who works in homeless services and volunteers for homeless people, is, oh no, that I didn't know snow was coming personally. I don't know whether it was announced, but I missed that. I knew it was going to be cold and icy, but I didn't know there was going to be snow, and they were the first thing I thought of this morning.
I think that people need to realise that the line between us, the sort of what we consider us and them, is so thin. Well, a lot of people are one paycheck away from not having a roof over their head. A lot of people that we meet have had a marriage breakup or fallen out with family, sort of exhausted sleeping on sofas and find themselves on the street like that. A lot of people have had maybe nervous breakdowns or lost their job, not being able to pay their rent.
So my name's Sophie Flecken. I have been a volunteer for the Bristol Soup Run Trust for about 7 years. So we are an outreach charity. We go out every single night of the year since 1986. We run on a 28-day rota, so we all go out once every 28 days. I am now the volunteer coordinator as of about the last week and a half. So by day, I am the only person employed by the charity, and I coordinate all the teams, making sure that people have enough people in their teams to go out, enough supplies.
As like a ballpark figure, just to know the kind of the scale of what you do, how many volunteers would you estimate you have in total? I
would say probably around 200, possibly 250. I mean, our challenge is always going to be having volunteers that can commit. Because it's an outreach charity, so we're not actually running from a soup kitchen, we're running from the back of our cars. So each team of volunteers will have a car full of sandwiches, soup, tea and coffee. We give out lots of bags of food, things like that. To be honest, donations, I know a lot of charities are really struggling for donations, but we are really lucky, especially this time of year, that Bristol as a city are really supportive of homeless services. So we do get a lot of donations. A lot of food donations, also monetary donations. We've got a lot of groups of people raising money for us at this time of year. A lot of companies' Christmas parties, things like that, collecting for us. I think the way we do it works because people don't have to come to us, we come to them. So there's 2 meeting points. We meet at the Wall of Pippin J Church, which is Central Church now, I think it's called, in town, and on the Wall of St Mary Redcliffe. So it's every night at 9:15 at the first stop and 9:45 at the second stop. And so we kind of come to them rather than them having to come to us. So a lot of people, I think, like that.
So how many days a year do you run?
Every single day of the year. It's wow. Never missed, never. Christmas Day, Boxing Day, no matter what happens, we go out, rain or shine, we go out in the snow. At the moment, obviously, there's the emergency severe weather emergency protocol's been released. So a lot of people have been put up. But we still have people coming out, 'cause not everybody that comes to us will be street homeless. So some of them will be sofa surfing, some of them will have been put up in bed sits, or are staying in hostels, but they're coming to us, again, for food and drink, but also for that friendship, for that camaraderie. There's a good sense of community amongst them as well. So they look out for each other. Also, we give out things like sleeping bags, clothes, toiletries. So some people that are housed are coming to get toiletries and things like that they wouldn't otherwise be able to afford to buy. I think it's the inability to get dry and warm. I think that's the main thing, that I know that once they're wet, once they're cold, Like, we can get wet and cold, but we come in and we can dry our clothes. We can, you know, if you've got a sleeping bag and you got snowed on last night, your sleeping bag is now soaking wet. And so now you're facing tonight getting into a soaking wet sleeping bag. And I think that's the main worry. So it's the inability to get warm, and that's when it becomes dangerous.
I would hope that anyone that shows an interest in coming out, I always say, come along. It's not for everybody, you know, it's dark, it's cold, and I would hope that people would just come away feeling like I do when I leave the Supra, and I go away feeling that it's filled my cup, that I leave happier than I arrived. I leave feeling like I've met some really nice people. Yeah, some people just want a bit of friendly chit chat or a bit of banter. I suppose just a hand of kindness is what it is for me. Kindness matters.